God, it's warm. Not as bad as the news was making out, or the government, but hey, it is kind of warm. I still think Thursday was a lot worse. I hope all of you guys out there are doing okay. I'm just still feeling a bit unwell. It's just my stomach playing up. It's nothing major to worry about. It's just obstructed my sleep a bit and been awkward. Other than that though, I'm looking forward to seeing if I can do something in this game, which is if the skipping using the Vanguard whistle will count as having beaten the mission, so I can redo it. Because if so, I'm just going to start Vanguard skipping all of these areas, because it just saved me work. So what's the name of this one? Eliminate the scouts. Let's just eliminate the scouts. Let's go for... Because if it counts, then I'll just redo these in my own time to get S ranks. There's really no need for me to do non-story. Yep, it counts. It just counts as a D. Huh, that's nice. Good. Then I'm just going to buy a bunch of Vanguard whistles and get through the story as quickly as I can.
Flame, there is no need for... Nonsense. I think that is enough for today.
Because I want to also play Genshin, because I haven't looked around the Golden Apple Archipelago since it's returned. I played the original event, but... One, I want that outfit for official. Two, I want to make sure I definitely give this game the time it deserves before Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out. Because I can't really expect that playing this the normal way I'll be able to get through it on time. Because it comes out this month. Because I forgot it got pushed forward. I originally expected it to be September like it originally was releasing. Which is, yeah, great, I appreciate it, I'm looking forward to it, just god damn it. My own fault for not being prepared, but still.
Can't wait to see how you do.
I'll just go to Supply Masters, then I'm going to exchange a bunch, all of the stuff for the whistles. Gimme.
Everything has its use.
Ooh, facility. I'll take that. It's a win. Ooh, there's two. Ooh. Okay. Happily. And just 4 more.
Let me know if I may be of further service.
I'll take free stuff. Gimme. That wasn't a good reward out of the rewards it could have been, but fine. Fine. It just saves me work. And time. Take it.
I see.
Now I'll go buy stuff with renown. Okay, 5. Good enough. So these would be so easy to just clear, but the rewards are nothing. There's no benefit to doing this.
We've received a message from Margrave Gautier. It seems there's an emergency at the capital.
No.
Not a shock.
I hope His Majesty is safe.
Not a shock.
Cornelia has arrived at the gates of Ferdi.
Okay, great.
Leading the combined forces of the Western Lords.
So, we get to kill her, please?
And here I thought we were keeping an eye on those guys. It seems they outsmarted us, though. If this message is anything to go by, they must have been hiding their tracks from us somehow.
Just moved my... sorry. Just moved the mic
Some
to make it
are
lower.
outfitted with strange new weapons as well, which they use to threaten the citizens of the capital.
Oh, great.
And so, our fearless leader surrendered to the enemy to protect the people of Ferdiad from harm. I'm not sure what's become of Dedu or my father.
If they kill Rodrigue again, that's an ouch.
And what about my father?
Who cares about him?
In the city with Duke Yvonne.
Don't care. He can be dead for all I...
I haven't heard of any harm to Gustav.
God damn
but
it.
We can't assume the same for the Duke.
Strange new weapons. Are the citizens safe?
I believe so, for the time being. Though that's mere speculation, or maybe just a feeling. In any case, if these lowlives so much as thought about harming our people, the boar would break loose and make them pay.
We need to head north, Felix. There's no time to lose.
Right you are.
We're doing
We
it.
make for the capital.
We already were.
Such a selfless leader, sacrificing his own well-being for that of his people. It seems somewhere along the way he's actually become the kind-hearted king you took him for.
Maybe. But if he does die, the people will be next.
As if there's any avoiding that. Let's say he'd turned his back on his citizens and sought to prolong his own life instead. He would be reviled as a warmonger, one who sought conflict to protect his people, only to abandon them to the wolves when it mattered most.
Nah.
Commoners and lords alike would cast off their allegiance to him, and the kingdom would plunge into chaos.
Either way, there's no point speculating. If Dimitri dies now, it's all over.
Ah, the struggles of being a leader. Your choices certainly carry more weight than those of a simple mercenary.
Merc life's a walk in the park in comparison. All you have to care about is you and your company.
Ah, what the hell did I do? Ow.
And if worst comes to worst, you can just drop everything and run for your life.
Not to say the profession doesn't have its own share of challenges. One's not necessarily harder than the other. But one thing is clear to me, at least. You'll never be cut out for the nobility.
He's too dumb. He's way too dumb.
I could do without the insults, thanks.
Now. Flynn. Oh, fuck off, Miklan. Piss off. Fucking piss off. You can tell how thrilled I am. Fuck off.
What do you think?
Yep.
Excuse me.
Then I'll talk to all the other characters around.
Good day. Shall we be off? I am thrilled to receive an invitation from you.
No, Flynn.
Why must we fight over land when this world is so incredibly vast and beautiful?
Because people are dumb. Also, in this light, your hair is real green. Normally, your hair appears lighter. Is it just me who thinks so? Meanwhile, in this sort of lighting, it's a lot darker than we give it some credit for.
I am rather unskilled when it comes to
Yes,
preparing
you
food.
are.
Perhaps someone would be willing to teach me?
Hmm.
Might you?
Really? Come on, Flynn.
I think it's so people fight merely because they hold differing opinions.
Never go on Twitter.
Right. People occasionally claim my manner of speaking to be eccentric. Do I not speak as everyone else does?
No.
Oh my goodness!
Of course that'd work.
Thank you very much for...
Let's chat to the characters. Since they added more dialogue, out of concern, I need to check to see if they've added more items, because I want books.
Actually...
Already spoken to you. Okay, so they keep some of the characters without dialogue. It's only the ones seemingly from the kingdom that actually have
A
more.
moment of your time.
Where'd my thing? Oh...
Get off of me. Nothing there. Game, thank you. Don't care about your dad, he's a shithead.
Hey!
Uh-huh.
That's a tough one. Nothing to report.
Can I help you?
Oh no.
No, we know he definitely doesn't.
And so...
Huh?
My instruction comes at a high price. Don't neglect your daily studies.
Got a minute? Honestly, I don't know. Ugh.
What?
What to do? Troubling indeed.
Let's see. In short, Let's see.
Counting on you.
I trust you've been well, Your Majesty.
Do I look it? I suggest you have your eyes examined, if so. I should sever your head clean from your shoulders for this.
My, wouldn't that be satisfying? But of course you can't do that now, can you? Your poor people's lives would be forfeit the moment you struck me down. As for your loyal knight and the former Duke Fraldarius, they're certainly giving it all they have, but a paltry force that size will hardly buy them any time. And once we've wrung the life from them, you'll be next. How tragic it'll be, facing your beloved citizens for the final time with a noose around your neck.
You know, I almost appreciate seeing such bold-faced sadism. There's not a hint of nuance to it.
Is that a compliment I hear? You'll make a lady blush if you're not careful. Ironic, isn't it? Both you and your father will have died alone, betrayed by lords from within the very kingdom you're meant to be ruling. From hasty reforms to insurrection and assassination, did you learn nothing from dear old Dad? It's only natural that those you refuse to help would hold a grudge.
Lady Cornelia, Kingdom soldiers approach the capital from the south. They're most likely returning from the assault on Arian Road.
I've been a bit too careless, it seems. They've come far sooner than I had expected. Use the bandits to buy us some time. We'll form ranks and intercept these fools at the capital.
Understood.
Seems you get to cling to your pitiful little life a few moments longer, Your Majesty. What luck. Oh, but don't worry. When your end does come, it won't change your beloved Fodlin one bit. You see, these people are nothing more than simple-minded sheep. A ruler dies, and they all go flocking straight to whoever fills the void.
But they would hold a grudge. Yes, that is the way of revenge. Perhaps it was inevitable it would turn its cold gaze back upon me.
Greetings!
Okay.
What are your thoughts? Hey there. I'll cut them all down.
The fight starts now.
Well then, shall we? Stay strong! We can win this!
Okay.
do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's get more. Hear you loud and clear. I'll make.
Let us take this stronghold.
Let's take the stronghold.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Oh, that scared me. Ugh.
Too easy.
We can always depend on your strength. That should do it.
I've got you now.
Hear you loud and clear.
Let's get this mission underway. Are you ready? Don't mind if I do.
Hi, enjoy death.
Let us begin.
Hear you loud and clear. Let's take the stronghold.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground. This is just the beginning.
You're gonna die in a moment. You can go here
I'll do what I
instead.
can. It's worth a shot.
You
Begin the operation.
here.
You took down that many all by yourself? Color me impressed.
A bit overpowered. It's nothing impressive.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
You'll have to take things from here.
Well, what's next?
We need your help.
Do you know?
Hear you loud and clear. Come on, let's get marching.
I'll do what I can. We march. On me!
Begin the operation.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
Smack.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of. Pretty good, huh?
There we go, Sen's not back in. Good. That all?
Too easy. I'm unstoppable.
We can always depend on your strength.
Because I'm overpowered? Yes, you can.
I'll win the next one too, if I just stay focused.
Hey! And yes, Azure Gleam time. I enjoy the item that lets me skip stuff.
I cannot.
Hopefully, we get to put Cornelia's head on a pike. If we don't, I'm actually going to be disappointed. I'm still upset, though, about what's going on. With fucking... Why the hell did we have to give a dirty bandit a position in an army? Why would Dimitri do that? I'm still judging it. Even if the reason's somewhat valid, it's still a shit thing to do.
Hey, you.
Give me power. Ooh. Ooh. Knowledge. Get my supplies. Go back. Do that mission and do all the side missions in it. Then do the one for the main here. Give.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Charmaster.
Care to make yourself useful?
And who do I want to put together? These two. Let me skip. Sweet.
We all must do care to make yourself.
No.
We all must do our fair share.
Here we go.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Not bad.
I still a new power.
Now, I need a class to change you to. Okay. You...
Time to work you into shape.
This is a way to...
Can't wait to see how you do.
For completionist. Sick. Oh, my eyes. Okay. What are you? Oh, death. Okay. One of the easier ones. Let's go. I used to dread these, but now I'm overpowered, so it doesn't matter. Let's go. Weaknesses. Sword and axe. Boy.
I'll do what I can.
Get your ass over here.
It's worth a shot.
Doesn't help that you each have that weakness.
I'll make short work of this.
Begin the operation. Our orders.
Safe. A life is the only thing we can't replace.
Yeah, yeah.
We will win. I am sure of it.
Let's nuke this thing off the face of the earth. Bye-bye.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
Hear you loud and clear.
You go kill this stupid one. I'll solo. There we go. One down. Killer. Well, I'll nuke the other thing off the face of the earth. Sweet. More awakening juice. Let's go. Bye-bye. Get my damn way. This is weird to use now that I've got the horse as well. Money.
Each win brings us closer to our goal.
Yes, I like money. The rank doesn't matter because I'll replay them off of stream at some point. Yep, money, good. It's only money. Meh, screw it, no. If it was an item or something, I'd do it. But because it's money, I don't care. I'm overpowered. I don't need more money. It's nice, but I don't need it. Let's get Dimitri back. Yay. Because he's the main one missing who I use.
How's it looking over in Ferdiad?
The reports are true. There's some odd-looking weaponry mounted throughout the city. As far as I can tell, though, the townspeople themselves remain unharmed. I'm pleased to say Lord Rodrigue and Sir Gustav have been confirmed safe as well.
Rodrigue's a good thing. Gustav, it would have been fine if we didn't get anything back from him. No worries.
That's great. Where are they now?
He abandoned you. Him being here now doesn't make up for that.
After working to free Duke Ivan, they escaped the castle alongside some of the captured knights, armed with what scant weaponry they could find. They brought the fight down to the city itself.
My old man never ceases to amaze. Shouldn't even be a surprise at this point.
I should add, the Western Lord's armies aren't the only forces occupying the capital. There is another, one we can't identify at present. I doubt even the great Lord Rodrigue and Sir Gustav will be able to hold out much longer.
Sounds like they're in a bad spot. We should focus on keeping them safe, right?
Don't be too hasty. Why do you think the two of them are causing this uproar in the first place?
To create a diversion, I know. But I don't think that means we should just abandon them either.
I agree, Felix. I won't leave my father to die.
You should.
Besides,
I don't think His Majesty would want us saving him if it meant sacrificing 2 of his most loyal retainers.
Fine. We'll help them if we can. That better?
All that said, we won't be able to save the king while the townspeople are still in danger.
Sounds pretty straightforward then. We move on the castle and mop up in town as we go.
Annie and I know these streets better than the back of our hands. We can guide you.
Didu must be somewhere in the castle too. We have to rescue him before it's too late.
Our plan's settled then. Everyone, move out!
Any characters to recruit? Nope. Screw you, game. No. Absolutely not.
Leave this to me.
If they're happy. Now, let's go.
Come on, it's time.
Here goes.
Work with the boy.
Hear you loud and clear.
Begin the operation.
I'll put you with
Allow
him,
me
not
to lend a
vice
hand.
versa for now.
I will give it my all.
You two.
I will assist you.
To rescue our fool king, and whoever else we find along the way.
The streets are flooded with enemy soldiers. But one wrong step and we'll end up hurting the civilians instead. Be careful, everyone.
We'll start by carving a path to the castle.
Yes, I'm being careful. I promise.
I'll do what I can.
This
It's
is
worth a
careful,
shot.
alright.
Hear you loud and clear.
Yes, my indiscriminate murder is definitely trying to avoid the civilians. Yes. That's what I'm doing. I promise.
There's no time to waste. Quickly, we must keep pressing on.
Shall we? I must succeed.
Hurry up then.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'll do what I can.
Good. Open the gates.
They've broken through our front lines. Move to counterattack.
Good.
Not the smartest move, opening the gate for us. Let's crush them here and push on into town. I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this. Shall we? I'm out.
Now's our chance. Attack!
Oh look. Viscum.
Those must be the weapons we heard about. They look like some kind of fire orb.
I must return to the castle. No, not yet.
They're surrounded. We have to help them.
Yeah, shut up, Ash. I'll handle it.
Look at things.
Nuke. You're welcome to do. Get out of here.
You needn't worry about me. We must rescue His Majesty at once.
But we are worried. You're our friend too, just like Dimitri.
We need to do something about that weapon, but I doubt attacking it head-on will do us any good.
Of course I won't.
There must be controls we could use to shut it down. I could swear I've seen such a thing somewhere around here.
Lord Rodrigue is surely still out here, fighting in the streets.
Who do you think you face?
Rodrigue is struggling. We have to help.
Enemy down.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Might as well deal with the other one too.
Go help your dad.
Do what I can.
I wonder if those are the controls.
Go help your dad.
The attacks have come to a stop. They should be safe now.
What the hell is going on here?
I'm humbled you went out of your way to help me. I'm ashamed to admit my own weakness.
Bring it down quickly.
Felix, why have you come for me?
Because why wouldn't he?
Their assault
Nah.
has ceased. That should give us an easier time moving around now.
Well, it wasn't even that hindering, but hey, whatever you want, Kim. If I was weaker, yes, it definitely would be, but because I'm not, it did nothing, okay? I'm a bit broken for this.
You should have hurried straight to His Majesty, Felix. Yet here you are. Thank you.
We're getting overwhelmed. We weren't about to just watch you die.
Yes.
I was wondering when your merry little band might show up. Lucky for you, I've got a nice mass grave ready and waiting.
Oh, good. We get to put you in there.
His Majesty is in the castle. We must press on. Please be safe, Your Majesty.
Out my damn way.
If I can only hold out a little longer.
Oh, for God's sake. I'd honestly just let you die.
Stay strong. We're coming.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, Annette. I feel no glee helping this guy. You're welcome, asshole.
I am grateful, but there is no time to dawdle. We must make to rescue the king at once.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll make it in time.
Let me use the switch. It does not matter now. Fine.
Not much further.
Nope.
Eredfar belongs in His Majesty's hands. We must reclaim it.
What the?
That lance with your lives. Don't let them have it.
Why the hell did they strap it up to a block?
Makes me sick seeing that thing with the enemy. We'll wrest it out of their cold, lifeless fingers.
Just a few more. Hey, murder. Give me the damn weapon. What a stupid rock to put it on though.
And it's all the Boar has left of his father. Let's bring it back where it belongs. Indeed, to His Majesty.
Fucking what? Stupid. Fine, whatever. Okay. Kill. Hi.
Dimitri, you okay?
My friends, why have you come?
As if we would just leave you here to die. Time to get you out.
I'm afraid that I must stay. You saw what's happening out there.
Slap him.
Should I try to leave, my people's lives are forfeit.
So they bind the Boar not with chains, but with his utterly unreasonable sense of duty.
They're gonna kill you in here, Dimitri.
So be it then. If my death will keep my people safe,
I won't allow it.
Dadu.
Take it, Your Majesty. Whether it's duty towards the living, or the guilt for all those we have lost, such burdens are not yours to bear by yourself. We are here to fight by your side, Your Majesty, and so we shall, now and always.
Find them!
This way!
I kind of find it weird though that someone's got emotional attachment to emotional attachment to a bloody weapon that's made of dragon bones. It's like, this is the last remnant of your father. Imagine how fucking right it feels. Yay, Dimitri, you're back. Now.
Any who stand in our way will taste the pointed end of my lance.
Good. As he should be.
Room, are we? You know what this means.
Oh, trust me, I know what this means for me. Oh, what the fuck?
Don't allow even a single civilian cannon. Please, lend me your blade.
Like I'd do anything else.
Well, currently it's a bow, but hey. Now.
Not a problem.
Run. Actually, you can teleport, so... No. Move you here.
Well, couldn't hurt.
problem.
Go help.
I'm here to help. Hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me.
Where the hell's... Am I bloody blind? Where the hell... there he is.
Shall we?
Yeah, I'm bloody blind. Okay.
Are you in need of
Kill.
my assistance?
I'll do what I can. I'm here.
Now, let's have a run. No, it's the other button.
All these ranged attacks are really cramping my style. We should find the controls and put an end to them once and for all.
I already turned them off. You're making me go back.
That drawbridge would serve to be our quickest route forward. But the controls have been tampered with.
No surprise there. I'd be more shocked if they'd left them intact.
No! Please, spare me!
What a pity. None of this would be happening if your dear king had just been a good little boy and done as he was told.
You know what to do. Die.
Engineers.
Shall we?
Stay with them though.
Repair the controls and lower the drawbridge. Then do what you must to keep it safe. I'm counting on you.
I see you came prepared, Felix.
Well, I did. Fuck Felix, he's getting credit for my work.
I pray we've not arrived too late. Come, let us show them
Slow
who might
fucker.
have got here. That banner. It must be the Margrave. Finally, some welcome news amidst this chaos.
Someone! Anyone help!
No.
We have to
No,
save them.
well, meh.
Bear witness to my might.
Anyone else? Death.
Think that did it.
There are more out there who need our help. Come on, let's go.
Okay, who can I afford to move?
Shall we?
You.
I
Kill
must
'em.
succeed. Bring it down quickly.
Doesn't change the speed, meh. Let's go.
You have my thanks. I never have hoped to accomplish that goal.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let's have a little fun, shall we?
Oh, great.
We did it! Not much further now.
I'll leave him. I was gonna go help Seth, but no point. Nah. Give. Just need one. Well, Rodrigue, you went into that fight independently, so that's a you problem. Don't worry about it, you're not gonna die. Especially not now.
It's always such a shame to see such promising young flames watched to be snuffed out before their time. I must admit I went
Bye-bye.
too easy on you. Perhaps I should have torn your eyes out and bound you in chains instead.
We all have our regrets in life, Cornelia. And soon you'll regret ever being born. Stop struggling and accept your fate, witch.
Behead
How simply
them.
terrifying.
Behead her. Do it. If we can behead Ferdinand's dad, we can behead this bitch.
Do you really think you can afford to kill me?
Yes.
If you do, the truth about the tragedy of Dusker will evaporate into the shadows forever.
I have no intention of slaying you.
Oh, for God's sake, that's a bad idea.
But if you have something to say, I suggest you spit it out before I change my mind. Now, Cornelia. Earlier you said my father was betrayed, murdered by lords from within Fargus. But it was you who fueled the flame of that betrayal. You saw my uncle and Lord Arundel join hands, and you brought the Western Lords and the Imperial nobles together. All of it was you.
What a fascinating theory.
There are two things I need to know. First, your motivation. Who are you working for, and why?
There is no reason Cornelia would give that answer.
I know what spurred my uncle and the Western Lords to act. While the Empire has long smoldered, waiting for even the slightest spark to reignite their fury. There are 1,000 reasons why one might want to assassinate a king. But what's yours for this attempt on my life? And what of my father? Why murder him in a manner as roundabout as a staged raid? All you had to do was fail to end the plague 20 years ago, and the entire royal family would have been consumed by it.
You have a point, but I couldn't say. In a sense, that was another lifetime completely.
Okay, so the plague being avoided was probably the actual Cornelia, and the Agarthan that's taking her place didn't do that. Just based on that line alone. You have a point, but I couldn't say. It would have probably been impossible if it wasn't the same person.
One more question, then. My stepmother's body was never recovered from the site of the tragedy.
This is more of a thing that Edelgard would probably... Well, actually, she hasn't seen her mum in a long time. It's like, I still believe that, what's her actual name? Anselma. Anselma's her name. I totally can believe that Anselma was all for doing this to try and go back to the Empire. She was ousted from the Empire and lost access to her only child. I can totally see that being something that she was after ultimately. And I doubt she truly cared about Dimitri, and I definitely doubt that she cared about his father. Especially if the stories behind the Goddess Tower and the fact that Anselma met the Emperor there is true. It's like, it seems like Edelgard was actually born out of love versus with all of her siblings who he was already married by the time he was already betrothed when he met Anselma in the Officers' Academy.
What happened to her? Tell me, Cornelia.
You'll find the answers you seek in the Imperial capital, though you'll have to extract them from your dearest stepsister.
That's bullshit. No fucking way.
She must surely know something, wouldn't you
No.
think? After all, she is your stepmother's actual flesh and blood.
No.
In Enbar.
No, I've really enjoyed our little chat here, but I have so many places to be.
Why you?
This is why you should have just killed her. And this is why you're stupid, Dimitri. I love you, Dimitri, but this was fucking dumb.
Don't be so sad. You'll be seeing me again before you even know it.
Take off her fucking head if you have a brain. Ah, dipshit.
Wish this was...
I feel...
I won't
Thanks,
let myself stop
Dimitri.
here.
You should have just killed her. This is gonna cause problems later. Yay, money. Yes, welcome back.
My apologies. Cornelia would not have escaped were it not for my carelessness.
You're damn right you should say sorry to me. My opinion was that you should have killed her.
She's likely fled west in search of refuge with Viscount Mateus. As such, I will march west at once. I will not allow the Western Territories to go unpunished for this.
Stop. Just stop.
Felix?
I've got something to say, Boar. And this time, you're going to listen. Time and time again, we've tried to get it through your thick skull. We might be your subjects, but we're your allies first. Yet you still insist on doing every little thing all by yourself. So what is it? Do you lack the ears to hear with? Or do you hear our words and just choose to ignore them?
Felix, that's enough. I know how you feel, but you need to contain yourself.
Ingrid, no offense, but in this moment, shut the fuck up.
I can't. 2 whole years I've bitten my tongue. The fool needs to hear this in the plainest terms possible.
It was I who chose war with the Empire. I who murdered my uncle in cold blood. I who oppressed the Western Lords. I failed to save the people of Dusker. Failed to save Glenn. And my father.
Dimitri, shut up.
The lives my actions stole from them are mine to atone for.
Your actions didn't cause their deaths, so shut up.
Which I will do by exacting revenge on all who were involved. And by seeing my people safe. As for that burden, yes, I believe it is mine to bear alone.
Yeah, but it's not just yours. You're taking soldiers to help you do this. You wanna take your vengeance? Go fucking march there on your own.
You truly are a solid gold fool. One could search the kingdom high and low and not find another as utterly asinine as you.
Yes.
And the rest of you, don't just stand there. Speak up.
Well, I know Felix has a strange way of showing it at times, but this is all because he worries about you, Dimitri. And it's not just him either. We all do.
I don't care about a friendship moment. Someone just slap him in the head and say, no, we're not doing that.
Your Majesty, you know my feelings on this matter. 6 years ago, I too watched as nearly everything I cared about was taken from me. And Felix is no different. He lost his brother that day. This pain is not yours to shoulder alone.
He's right, Your Majesty. That is why it is so frustrating to see you act like this.
It's awful generous of the Empire to just, you know, give us the space to go and sort out the Western Lords and not advance on the territory. Gotta give Edelgard some thanks there, even though somehow she's being blamed for the shit that happened in Dusker still. This is fucking dumb.
I can't say it's too surprising, though. You've always kept everything to yourself, even when you were a little kid.
He let Miklan be a general. A fucking bandit. The game's implied what bandits do to people.
But what you're going through now, it's more than one person could possibly manage on their own.
Yes, it's lovely you guys are very supportive of him, but he's also being a really bad ruler. And it's... Oh yeah, and he's just like got a bad opinion right now. I'm going to do this all myself. It's my task and mine alone to do. Hey, all of you soldiers, get here! You're helping! Even though it's my responsibility that I need to do alone. Yeah, they mentioned they needed to hold off from moving discreetly from Aryan Road. But come on, you'd notice that there's less forces there. Even if they move discreetly, it doesn't stop the fact that Aryan Road would be watched like by eagles, essentially, until something changed. The moment they show any sign of having less troops, which would naturally happen because they took half of the forces from the front lines, it would get taken over. Realistically, the Empire would already be knocking on Aryan Road's door, and the kingdom would lose. It's harder to perform a siege than to defend territory, but at the same time, we know how big the Empire's army is.
Please, Your Majesty, we just want to help. You can trust us.
Like I said before, all you need to do is ask, and I'll be at the ready. Besides, we'll all be out of work if you go this alone.
We will assist you in whatever we must, even vengeance.
Thank you. All of you.
Yeah, friendship is magic sort of moment and saves the day and Can we get to killing things, please? Thank you.
Lady Cornelia, what's happened to you?
I was too careless. I can hardly remember the last time I was this badly hurt. As for the capital, Viscount Mateus, we failed, and I doubt the king will soon forget our attempt to seize it.
Yeah, but at the same time, it doesn't change that her army is a lot bigger than the kingdom's. You can say that she has a smaller army than she did in Three Houses. Yeah, true. She still has all the Imperial army at her back still. The difference is she had 3 less years to conscript people into the war effort. She's still heavily prepared in 2 years. She would dominate the kingdom. Aryan Road would already be taken if this was realistic. The moment you notice less forces, you would crush the ones there. You wouldn't give them more time to prepare a standoff with you. Or you'd attack somewhere else along the area. Yes, sir. They're going to realistically have to take it over anyway. If you're going to succeed in your war, it doesn't matter when. You're going to eventually have to take Aryan Road. You're going to have to take every stronghold you can. So no, it's dumb that the Empire's waiting. It's not realistic. The moment you see less forces about, you would take it.
What? But how?
All of the important people aren't there.
Viscount, your son, the one who married a distant relative of House Gautier. They'll have his head. Same goes for the kin of all the other Western lords.
No.
This king is a fool, to be sure, but he's not foolish enough or kind enough to forgive those who serve his betrayers. I guarantee you that. His army will begin their march to subdue Western Fargus any moment now.
This is the one thing that makes me disappointed in the fact they didn't do the same route, but from different perspectives. Because to me, it'd actually be more engaging if this had actual consequences on the idea that, hey, we've lost Aryan Road now, and the Empire's even further within the kingdom than before. Because we made a bad choice. Because realistically, that's the sort of thing that would happen. But, right now, for convenience's sake, Aryan Road hasn't been taken over, and we're free to just decide, you know what, screw the Empire who's an immediate threat, we're gonna go west.
If you don't want your territory stolen from you, or your life, then your only choice is to rise in revolt.
Yes. Yes, I understand. We will mobilize at once. azure gleam, the blood-stained lance.
Cornelia should have been stabbed in the neck this chapter.
The Western Lords suffered defeat at the capital. Cornelia, the instigator of the uprising, flees west and commands her allies, Viscounts Mateus and Gideon, to muster their forces. Hoping to settle this matter before re-engaging with the Empire, the Kingdom Army makes for the Mach region in order to defeat Cornelia and learn the truth of the tragedy of Duscur.
Dimitri, your priorities are fucking arse backwards. Game devs, your priorities in the writing of this is arse backwards.
My uncle?
I'm afraid so. Among the rebels are houses Mateus and Gideon, and all the other Western Lords from whom I've stripped power. They appear to have appointed Baron Dominic as their leader.
I'm so sorry, Annie. What could he be thinking?
Also, can we keep in mind, realistically, it'd take probably months or weeks to do that sort of march. Like, if this was based on a realistic timescale, the kingdom would have already lost this war. Because they're spending an extra few weeks to travel to the west instead of marching down south to try and maintain the one bit of territory that they know they need. So the kingdom either has the option of eat itself inside out by having its own lords uprise against its king, or deal with the Empire, who are the immediate threat, well, and do that, or take on the Empire, who are the immediate threat, but have the chance of your own lords coming and pincering you while you're facing them. The kingdom's fucked if this wasn't convenient. And the enemy has weeks of time to prepare.
House Dominic may be a mere barony at present, but they're a storied family whose lineage traces all the way back to the 10 elites.
Yeah, back to bandit arseholes.
Centuries ago, when the wise King Klaus passed beyond the veil of death, he did so without naming a successor to the crown. And so, the three regions of the Holy Kingdom, Fargus, Mach, and Leicester, were divided among the three royal princes. House Dominic chose to side with the prince ruling Mach, who was eventually defeated by the forces of Fargus, leaving the once vast Dominic territory to be whittled down, meted out to the neighboring lords.
I know they held a grudge about that in the past, but surely it's ancient history at this point. Tons of people from House Dominic, my father included, have devoted their lives to serving the royal family.
So this is why I don't understand why not make a game that has a golden route or a shared route for what would be, you know, an optional canon. Because it would have made more sense. No one wins all the time, especially not in war. You have to sacrifice. And Dimitri indulging in wanting secrets of what happened to him, yeah, that's all well and good, but that's him being a bad king.
It makes me wonder if my uncle's heart is really in this fight.
As they stand now, House Dominic lacks the influence and might necessary to defy their surrounding lords. So when pushed to join the uprising, they would have had little choice but to go along.
But how do you mean, Gustav?
If we could only convince my brother to change sides, the Western territories would lose their leader. And if we were to follow that up with a decisive victory against a demoralized army, it would likely cause their military effort to collapse entirely.
And then also put into perspective as well, Gustav ran off and joined the Knights of Seros and abandoned his position. Realistically, he wouldn't have a position anymore. He would have lost everything the moment he did that, even if the king was loyal to him, because by giving him a position of power back again, he would cause a lot of issues with his other subjects, who would see that shit and be like, hey, this guy's essentially a coward who ran. Even if it's not in a war effort, you still wouldn't reward someone for returning when they shouldn't have left in the first place. So Gustav would lose his position. The only lord that we've seen who outright deserves their position is Felix's dad, and he gave his up because he knew it'd cause issues with the people of Duscur. And then Dimitri re-enabling this guy to have his position, giving fucking Miklan a position, is him being a terrible king. The people and his soldiers would all see that, and it would cause unrest. And normally that sort of thing causes deaths within his own kingdom.
Perhaps. But it'll be difficult to pry the Baron away without first eliminating those surrounding him.
Indeed. If nothing else, we'll need to turn the tide of war in our favor if we ever hope to empower the Baron to defect.
Look, we're able to apparently fake out the Empire and stop them from invading Aryan Road despite it's less guarded, and they have a bigger army. While we're instead using our time to discuss tactics to find a way to stop Cornelia and kill her, even though we realistically should have killed her in the kingdom if we're a good person at doing their fucking job.
For now, we must consider how best to break through their front.
It's like, at least in Azure Moon, Dimitri openly didn't prioritize his kingdom until he redeemed himself and understood how things were going. He basically was fucked from the beginning, and we were helping him reclaim things. Here, he is just trying to keep shit together in the worst ways possible. It doesn't feel like he's gonna learn here.
This is no small number of soldiers you offer. Are you sure Duskur can spare that many?
For good or ill, this is what our chief has decided.
Duskur are victims. Dimitri, you don't deserve their help.
Preparations will take some time, but we are sworn to aid you, and we will stake our pride as a people on doing so.
Still, this is a far larger force than we ever asked for.
Dimitri, shut up. It's like, I love Dimitri, but this is just annoying. This entire plot section is really annoying. It's badly written.
We strove tirelessly to see our home return to us.
Okay, fine.
People of Duskur have not forgotten the kindness you showed.
I'm sure you haven't forgotten the fact you were blamed and have a lot of people who are still racist towards you as a result of what happened, though. Yeah, not directly Dimitri's fault, but this isn't just for his benefit.
And though some may still think ill of you, we only offer as many soldiers as volunteered.
Duskur remains a kingdom territory. As such, I can't claim our relationship is one on equal footing.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yet, I want to believe your gracious support here will point the way to a new future for both your home and ours. Give your men my thanks. And once this war reaches its conclusion, I'll be sure to visit Duskur anew.
Understood. I'll be taking my leave now.
Dudu, none of this would be happening if not for the unflagging efforts of you and Rodrigue.
No, Your Majesty. Neither I nor Rodrigue could have accomplished this. Your sincerity is what won their trust.
I hope you speak true. Nothing I do will ever bring back their fallen loved ones after all.
Yet you have shown us the truth all the same. Allowed us to see a better future. Not only me, but everyone from Duskur.
And still, the whole picture remains elusive. A dark secret continues to linger over the tragedy, shrouded by shadow.
Yeah, you remember that war you're meant to be fighting? That's a thing ongoing. It's like, while I'm really interested in what happened in Duskur, time and place. This is really bad writing for him to be all for finding out now.
Shedding light on it is my... No. It is our duty.
Yeah. After the war is over. You realistically should be shitting yourself at the idea the Empire's going to invade. But you're not for some reason. And that's weird. And I hate shitting on stuff that Dimitri does. It actually upsets me because he's amazing. I really like Dimitri, but this is just fucking stupid.
A shame.
Nah. Oh well. I can at least make this easier on myself. Yeah, I'm sure you do want the truth, but can't the truth wait until later? Yeah, let's find out the truth while the Empire's on our door. That's a good idea, right?
Oh, that's right.
So, you up for a chat?
Yeah.
Right on.
Say.
Greetings, friend. Nothing to report.
Makes sense
Sounds great.
that they're each mentioned. Actually, let's just reread that.
Nothing to report.
It's
Sounds
just
great.
mentioning them. I wonder if Rhea would make the time to go visit each of those areas. Like,
You have my gratitude.
the lake, we know that's where a certain boy is.
That's a choice.
Indek is there. I kind of feel it makes sense for her to go and speak to Indek and
Come to think
Macuil.
of it,
How about it?
You look well today. I see.
Hear me out.
Hey! Shamir. Nah, piss off, Gustav.
Let's give it our all.
Hey.
Time to work you into shape.
We did great.
Hey.
I can't. I'm getting.
I'll be able to. Huh. We are accomplishing more together.
I could use.
The more I...
How can I?
Flame, there is no need for you.
Nonsense.
Our training was mutually beneficial. I have you.
Training
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
I must set course. I must set course. I think that is enough for today. Hey,
I can't...
No.
I appreciate having another person to train with.
For him.
A new
Training together sure beats doing it alone. Hey!
Not bad.
We both were sweating greatly.
Hey.
I could...
I've grasped.
Training can be the difference between victory. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our care to make yourself useful. We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
What do you expect? There was...
And yet...
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? Whew. We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful? We all must do our fair share.
true enemy.
Mercedes, Bernadette, fair, I guess. Strange, but okay. Yep, eat food.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Finish off communicating with characters.
Oh. That has much difficulty.
Right. Right. What say you?
Good girl, Ingrid.
Over here!
It's you. No.
Ha! Good.
I wonder.
You don't know how you make it up to me, Dimitri. You do logical actions during a war.
Perfect.
Greetings.
What do you think? Hello there.
Hey there.
Come here, will ya?
Yuri.
How can I serve? Marvelous.
And yet we didn't stab her in the neck.
Did you need something?
Ooh, okay. It can wait a moment.
I have a message, Your Majesty. The Imperial Army has begun an assault on former Arendelle territory.
Good.
They've caught on to us.
Of course they would have.
And how does Arendelle fare?
That's dumb.
The force we sent to bolster their defenses still holds the castle, but they're under considerable pressure. They may not hold out much longer.
That bad, huh? Could they have planted spies in our midst at the fortress?
Even if they didn't, it'd be obvious that there's less people there if you're watching it.
Even were that the case, this would be an odd turn of events. We left sizable reserves guarding both Aryan Road and Arendelle.
Under those circumstances, Felix's unit alone would seem enough to keep the enemy at bay.
But this enemy marches under the flag of the Black Eagles. They appear to be the Emperor's personal battalion.
Edelgard's trying to seize Aryan Road personally?
The Emperor has panache, I'll give her that. It takes some real guts to confront the Kingdom and Alliance simultaneously. If you ask me, it feels like quite a roll of the dice for us to keep focusing on the West, while the Imperial threat marches towards us unchecked.
Yep. What did I say?
Still, it seems like we should be taking care of our own business in the West.
Let's
before
see.
we turn our attention to Aryan Road.
Agreed.
Bad
If
idea.
we don't quell this rebellion, the very kingdom could collapse in on itself.
I just wanted to press the dialogue to see who agreed. Yeah, that's true. But if you let the Empire do what they want, there won't be a kingdom left.
Of course, we can't turn a blind eye to the Empire's attack either. But taking the sword to these insurrectionists must be our top priority.
No. Disagree.
Considering the relative urgencies of both situations, the trouble in the West takes precedence.
No, it doesn't.
That said, the thought of Aryan Road falling into her hands is a difficult one to stomach.
Send forth the Knights of Saros, then. We may be few in number, but even a small force can be all the difference when defending a siege. And given the debt we owe you, the Archbishop will surely not refuse you this favor.
Thank you, Sedith. I'll send an envoy to her at once. Go to Lady Rhea and request reinforcements from the knights at both Arundel and Aryan Road. Tell her, if Arundel proves too difficult to pacify, her knights should not hesitate to abandon it. If such an eventuality comes, they're to fall back to Aryan Road and hold the fortress with the others. Understood?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'd laugh if she said no.
Let's hurry up and end this rebellion.
I'd laugh. There's no way she would, but I would laugh if she said no.
Right you are. There's not a moment to waste. We'll begin our war council at once.
It's only an all. Don't give a shit.
Let's earn our keep.
Everyone, move out! We will overrun them this moment.
We're with you all the way. Stand tall.
Not a problem. Move out. Not a problem. I've got this.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
All troops, begin our orders.
I'm dragging the others down.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
Hear you loud and clear.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut.
Fierce as our foe may be, we cannot let ourselves lose heart.
Let's make the most of this.
Nice, Dimitri, but the next one's mine.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
Now then, what next?
too, if I just stay focused.
I can't wait to...
I'm a better man.
Come to think of it,
Well? I see.
Greetings.
Good.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
A moment.
Why is Miklan being mentioned?
Let's see. Not good. Let's see.
Let's do this thing.
Okay.
Care to make yourself useful?
what do you expect?
And yet...
We all must do our fair share.
Time to work you into shape.
Not bad.
No.
Hey.
A nice sparring
Worry about...
Some things you can't learn on your own.
Hey.
Have I read?
Time to work. You can't wait to see how you do.
This one, then the next one, and then... Alright. Then I may call it before the next part of the story. Depending on what happens, I could end up wanting to continue to play. I'd rather get stuff sorted in real life. Since I do have things I need to sort.
Onward.
We're with you all the way. Stand tall. We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Begin the operation. Our orders are clear.
Hear you loud and clear. Let's take the stronghold.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Let's move out.
We will proceed as planned.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh yeah, no dodging. I wanted to set off my sprint because that's how I usually do, but fine.
Let us crush their defenses.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
No regrets. Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
We will proceed as we must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
World's ours.
It's not over.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Move out.
Come here, asshole.
Hit them hard and fast. Out of the way. We're done for. The rest is up to you. Bring it down.
We'll be in a good position if we can capture this stronghold.
Well, tough.
On to the next then.
There we go.
Nice going, everyone. That's one in the win column.
I cannot grow.
What you think?
Yes.
I see.
Hmm.
Indeed.
I see. Then the regicide of our late King Lambert was orchestrated by none other than you and your accomplices here, Viscount Mateus. What's more, you had the audacity to pin the blame for your crime onto the innocent people of Dusker.
We did what we believed to be right, and we still believe it so. I bear neither shame nor regret for our actions.
Our hand was forced, Baron. We took no pleasure in the deed. But we could not lie down and allow Lambert to trample over us with his tyrannical policies.
His beloved Eastern lords may have submitted with naught but a whimper, knowing full well that they would always have the favor of the king. But we in the West refused to play his game. It's as simple as that.
I understand the situation you found yourself in, but I fail to see the righteousness or necessity in the measures you chose. Of course, aspects of Lambert's reign troubled me as well. Yet one can never predict what may lie on the other side of a violent, radical revolution. With that understanding in mind, I decided to obey the late king's wishes. If you took issue with his policy, you should have made a formal protest. Surely a dialogue is a more preferable outcome to cold-blooded murder.
Any protest we made would never have drowned out the chorus of his blind devotees.
Wrong. His Majesty would have listened had you only explained your troubles. I'm sure of it. Instead, you cast aside your duties as his retainers, crawled into a fetid bed with the Empire, and ended his life like the base cowards you are.
Nice.
Well, the
Balls
time
on
has
you.
come to face judgment for your sins.
My, my. Do you really think yourself so different from them, dear Baron?
Cornelia, you scheming wretch.
Judgment for your sins? Do you think this is one of that decrepit church's tired old parables? Sorry, but you're part of this now, trapped here like the rest of us. So be a good little boy and do your part in sowing chaos in Fargus and the rest of Fodlan while you're at it.
Okay, so I'm gonna call it for now. So I've got Paralog to do, and then of course got this to do. And trust me, I don't work fast. I've been working with the Merc whistles. I smashed through this, but aside from that, all the others I just Merc whistled because they count towards being completed at a D rank, so I can just do them through the missions, through the Record Keeper, and get them at higher rank when I feel like it. So I'm gonna take a break once I do this, because I have yet to eat, and I didn't really eat much last night, to be fair, so I'm just hungry. And after my stomach being faulty for the past few days, and still being faulty, I doubt it's a good idea for me. I didn't mean to do that, for fuck's sake. Wrong button! I'm so used to the PlayStation controller now. Damn it. Either way, as I was saying, I doubt me not eating is good for me when my stomach's not right anyway. Now I'll just quickly do this. I'm feeling better, I just still don't feel 100%. I'm just hoping I feel well by the time I need to, because later this week I've got something I need to do on a day. So I'd like to be as well as possible. Anything else? I'll sort her another time.
Time to work, you can't wait to see how
Naturally.
you do. Training can be the difference between victory and
stomach.
defeat.
I hope that wasn't audible on the mic. Jesus. Okay.
Sure.
No.
With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
So, thank you all, and hopefully you had fun here. I'd appreciate if you liked and subscribed. After Fire Emblem's eventually done, it's like my aim is to also stream through the Genshin event that's ongoing right now, but I want to try get each of them done before Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out, which I at least have a few days to manage to do. Because I don't want to rush this game. But I'm not going to manually do all the missions, since it's not fun for you guys to probably watch, and it's not fun for me to do on stream. Meanwhile, doing the story stuff, yes. Yes. So, take care guys, and see you next time. Don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow, I'll see. It really depends, because I have something I need to do in the morning. Not anything urgent, but I won't. Currently, I've been streaming during the daytime because it's convenient for me to do so. But if I'm not able to, then it'd either be a later stream or I won't stream at all, depending on how well I am.